Today, Miss Page and I are here to teach you about the zones of regulation. There are 4 different zones, each a different color. Miss Page is going to start by telling you what it means for your brain and your body to be in each zone.
For the green zone, it means that my brain and body are good to go. Next is the blue zone. The blue zone is when my brain and body are running slow. The yellow zone means that my brain and body need to slow down and proceed with caution. And then the red zone means that I need to stop because I am out of control.
Thanks, Miss Page. Okay, now that Miss Page has reviewed the 4 zones with you and taught you what it means for your brain and body to be in each zone, we are going to pull some emotions out of my bucket and decide what zone that emotion or feeling goes in. Let's see what I pull out first. Ready to learn. Ready to learn, there is a picture of a student and he looks focused and he's doing his schoolwork. Ready to learn would be in the green zone because he is good to go. He is good to go. What's next? Ooh. This is a picture of a young man who's holding up a fist and he looks angry. It says aggressive. So he looks like he's ready to hit someone. I would put that in the red zone. He needs to stop. He looks like he's about to be out of control because he's going to cause harm to someone else. So aggressive. That feeling would be in the red zone. We'll do a few more before we let Miss Page have a turn. Ooh. Relaxed. Relaxed. You can tell in the picture she's putting her hands behind her head and she looks comfortable and relaxed. I would put that in the green zone. She's good to go. Put that right under here. Good to go, relaxed. Happy. Where do you think happy goes? This is a picture of a little boy smiling. He looks happy. Do you think that's blue zone, green zone, yellow zone, or red zone? Green zone, definitely. When you're happy, your brain and body are good to go. One thing that I want to make sure we point out is that as human beings, we experience all of the zones. So if you're in the yellow zone or the red zone, that doesn't make you naughty. We all experience all of the zones. But what's important to know is that when you're in school or when you're in certain situations, sometimes the most optimal zone to be in is the green zone. So if you're out in public and you get really angry and throw a fit and you're in the red zone, you might have to pick a calming strategy or do something for yourself to kind of pull yourself back down into the green zone. But it doesn't mean that you're naughty because you experience all of the zones. We all experience all of the zones. And that's important to know, right, Miss Page?
Yes, very important.
I'm going to do one more and then it's Miss Page's turn. Ooh, this is a good one. Embarrassed. Have you ever felt embarrassed about anything? I have. Embarrassed. She looks like her cheeks are like flushed, like red. She's feeling embarrassed. What zone would you be in if you were embarrassed? I'm gonna put embarrassed under the yellow zone. When you get embarrassed, you kind of get like an uncomfortable feeling, maybe in your tummy, you feel weird, and you might start getting a little amped up, a little anxious when you're embarrassed. So I would put that in the yellow zone. Maybe you need to slow down. All right, it's Miss Page's turn.
All right, so now I'm going to take a turn pulling some different emotion cards and deciding what zone they're in. So bored. So the bored picture, if you can't see it, he's got his fist and he's leaning on it. He kind of looks a little tired. His eyes are a little closed. So I think bored would go in blue zone because his body looks like it's moving pretty slowly. Let's see. Yelling. So if I'm yelling, I would say that my body is probably out of control. So I would think that would go in the red zone because I would need to stop and maybe do some strategy to help my body calm down. Sick. So for this one, it looks like he's coughing. And typically when you're sick, you might feel tired or just want to lay in bed or maybe watch a movie on the couch. So usually when we're sick, our body is running pretty slowly. We don't have a ton of energy. So I'm gonna put sick in the blue zone. Let's do a couple more. They're all stuck together. Angry. So for angry, let's see. If I'm angry, I would think that my body would be losing a lot of its control. So I feel like that would be red zone. Let's see. Ooh, uncomfortable. So uncomfortable, that might be when you're in a situation and you're kind of feeling a little uncomfortable. You might be tense or maybe a little nervous or anxious. So I think uncomfortable would go into the yellow zone because we're losing a little control.
You might also be physically uncomfortable. I know sometimes when I'm in the car with a lot of people, I get physically uncomfortable and I'm definitely in the yellow zone.
Ooh, this might be a new one for some people. Elated. So elated means that you're like super duper excited. You have so much excitement and happiness that you're jumping for joy. So this person's doing like a fist bump in the air. So elated would be the red zone because your body is out of control.
And Miss Page, there might be some situations where being elated for a longer period of time is natural, and you may not need to do anything to bring yourself down right away. I know one example of mine is being at a concert.
Yeah.
When I go to concerts and hear some of my favorite musicians play, I'm jumping up and down and I'm clapping, and I can do that for a full hour because everyone else is doing it. But you might get elated in your classroom about winning a prize, and after a few minutes of being elated, your teacher might want you to come back to the green zone, right, Miss Page?
Yep, so that's when you might do maybe a breathing strategy or a mindfulness strategy to help calm your body and bring you back to green zone.
Or your teacher might just send you to go get a drink of water.
Let's do one more. Ooh, frustrated. So in this picture, he's got his fist squeezed and he looks like he's real tense. So when we're frustrated, let's see, would that be yellow or red zone? I think frustrated would be the yellow because we're losing a little bit of our body's control, but not all of it.
And if you stay frustrated for too long in the yellow zone, that might put you in the red zone and turn into like anger or aggression or yelling.
Yeah, it's important to remember too that you can go in between all the zones. So you might be in yellow, and before you can get yourself back to green, you might end up in red zone.
Thanks, Miss Page. My turn?
Yes.
Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what Miss Jess gets. Oh, shy. I know what it feels like to be shy. If you can see this picture, Miss Paige, will you zoom in? So shy. She looks like she's blushing. She's probably got butterflies in her stomach. I know when I get shy, maybe in new situations or when I meet new people or I'm with a ton of people, I kind of get butterflies in my stomach and maybe a little anxious, starting to get amped up. So that wouldn't be green zone because I'm not necessarily good to go, but probably more yellow zone. Okay, so shy, yellow zone. Grouchy, crabby. Might need help with this one, Miss Paige.
So if we're grouchy or crabby, do you think we would be saying nice things or maybe some not so nice things to others?
I know when I get grouchy, I can say mean things to my husband. But my body isn't necessarily like out of control. I'm not like hitting or yelling. So probably yellow zone. I probably need to slow down. I need to proceed with caution. Some things that help me when I'm grouchy or crabby is just taking a time out, like up in my bedroom and watching a show or reading a book for a few minutes.
That's a good strategy, Miss Jess.
Thanks. Our yellow zone's almost filled up. Let's see. Oh, sad. Sad. He looks sad. He's frowning. He's even got some tears dripping down his face. So when I'm sad, that's definitely a blue zone feeling, because when you're sad, your brain and your body are just running slowly. Ooh, proud.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Proud. What does it mean to be proud? And when do you feel proud? What does it mean to feel proud?
Maybe if you completed like a really hard worksheet and you feel very accomplished, like you did a great job.
You're proud that you got it done?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think proud would be green zone, because when you feel proud, you feel good to go. You're proud of yourself. You feel accomplished. You feel good to go. I'm getting all the hard ones, Miss Paige. Ready? Thankful.
Ooh.
Thankful. We talk a lot about being thankful around Thanksgiving, but I feel thankful a lot. I know I feel thankful when I get to work with Miss Paige and she helps me with my schoolwork and the students I work with. And I know that when I feel thankful, I definitely feel good to go.
Yeah, you feel supported and like you can keep on going, keep working.
And then that means I'm good to go. I'm in the green zone. So there's thankful. I'm going to do one more, then I'm going to let Miss Paige finish the rest. Ooh, it's a good one. I like this picture of this girl. She is out of control.
So she's got her hands up on her face. Looks like she's screaming.
She's definitely screaming. She is. Even her hair looks tousled. I would say out of control is red zone. Okay, I'm gonna let Miss Paige finish up now.
All right, so we have about 7 left. So this one is focused. So if you're focused, maybe you're focused on something the teacher's telling you. Maybe you're focused on reading a book or watching a movie. So when you're focused, I would say that you're in green zone because you're good to go and you're getting done what you need to accomplish. So our green zone board is complete. Let's see. Silly. So in this picture, he has his tongue sticking out. He's kind of making a silly face. So if our body is acting silly, I would say that's not quite out of control. You still have some control over your body. I would say that's yellow zone. You're losing a little control. You might be wiggly, making silly faces. Maybe you're laughing a lot. Now our yellow zone board is done. We've got some blue and red left. Let's see. Ooh, hurt. So here's a good example. Miss Page was working on her deck and I hurt my finger, which is why I have a Band-Aid on my hand. And when I was hurt, my body was moving slowly and I cried a little bit, so I was definitely feeling in the blue zone when that happened. Terrified. So terrified would be when you're like very, very scared, or you're like so nervous and scared about something that you're kind of frozen. You don't have control over your body. This one definitely goes in the red zone.
I think what's good to point out, Miss Page, if we look, I'm going to zoom in on that board. Will you hold it up? If we look at our red zone board, sometimes we can think of red zone as just like anger emotions, like the yelling, the out of control, the aggressive. But what's important, hold it back up, Miss Page, is that it's also emotions like terrified, being scared, or elated. You're so excited that you're elated, because as we talked about it, it's like your body is out of control and you can't stay in the red zone forever, because eventually your body can't do it. You're just going to crash.
Yep.
So I think it's important to point out that red zone isn't just those anger emotions. It encompasses a lot of things.
Other strong emotions.
Yes, thank you.
Anxious or worried? There's no spots.
Oh, well, just set it on there.
All right. So I'll pick it again. Anxious or worried? So if I'm worried about something or anxious, my body might be feeling a little jittery, or I might be like tense, worrying about what's going to happen next. And I would say that's when your body's losing a little control and you have to proceed with caution. Angry. So for angry, kind of like what we were just talking about. If you're angry, you're probably out of control. If you're just upset, you might be in yellow zone. So you're upset, but you're not out of control. So angry would go in red zone. Upset would be more yellow zone. Tired. So when we're tired, so this person is yawning. When we're tired, our body doesn't have a ton of energy. So we would be moving pretty slowly. So that would be blue zone. And that's it. Nice job.
Thanks, Miss Page.
Yep.